As you can see, I'm not some cute teenage girl like Greta Thunberg. I'm an old man, which means I can remember the good old days. Except they weren't. That's a load of rubbish. Life is a lot better now. But some things we have got wrong and need to put right. I'm just as obsessive about putting them right as Greta. But I am obsessive about food. Health begins in the soul. And our food system is one thing we have got wrong. It is all about our gut biology. Our guts are our second brain with real intelligence. Not like our head brain, which has creative intelligence, but mechanical intelligence. Our guts have trillions of cells. But it's not just about biology. These cells talk to each other, or at least the next door cells, which gives them intelligence. It's called swarm intelligence, and we see it in ants and bees and slime molds. And it controls our bodies, particularly how much and where we store fat. Storing fat is good. It has enabled humans and other animals to survive bad times. Humans naturally store fat in their bums, and having a nice round bum is generally considered good. But our modern food system has screwed up our intelligent control system, so we store fat here, there and everywhere. And when we store fat in our pancreas, it stops working and we become diabetic. In the good, bad old days, we got sick and died young from infectious diseases. People were generally not fat, and if they were fat, they were still healthy. And the key difference between the good, bad old days is the food they ate. Then the food was grown in nutrient-rich living soil, full of beneficial biology, which gave us a healthy and intelligent guts. Now we kill off the biology with toxic chemicals, and our souls are dead and lacking in nutrients. The last thing we want to do is go back to the good, bad old days, but we do want to eat food grown in healthy, living, nutrient-rich soil. Now if we don't look after our souls, then there will be nothing for our grandkids to eat. Now, I'm sorry to tell you, Greta, that one of the best ways of fighting climate change is by creating organic soil to store the carbon. But how do we change the food system? Eventually, I want to see the change across the whole world, and I have a plan to do just that. But I have to start somewhere, so why not start in my home city of Bundaberg? And there are plenty of people who need to be changing their diet. In the Bundaberg region, there are some 9,500 people diagnosed as diabetic. The other group that needs to eat healthy living food are to-be and nursing mums. And we know that the gut biology is formed while the baby is still in mum's tums, during birth, and while mum is breastfeeding the baby. So what is my plan? Well, it starts with education. I've created lots of posts about how health begins in the soil on my website www.pickandeat.shop. I've prepared flyers so I can give to the health centres caring for diabetics and nursing mums. Creating the demand for healthy food is the easy bit. You don't have to be a marketing genius to persuade a diabetic that it's better to eat healthy food than have your leg chopped off. And young mums are already fiercely protective of their babies. But it's a waste unless they can readily buy this healthy food grown in biologically active, nutrient-rich soil, free of toxic chemicals. Again, the technology is easy. Regenerative farmers know exactly how to care for their soil, and I developed biota beds specifically to improve gut health. But I can't grow food for the whole city, let alone the whole world myself, so I need allies. The challenge I face is to persuade some of the local growers to grow food in biologically active, nutrient-rich soil for these two groups of diabetics and new mums. So I've set up my website so these people can buy directly from these growers. If I can create a cluster of growers, then it's easy to organise a van to go round to all these growers to collect the produce and deliver directly to the people's homes. But I have to persuade the growers to go online, set up their own web pages to show how they grow their produce, display what they currently have for sale, and set up their payment system so customers can pay online. If they are not sure how to do this, I can help them or do it for them. Bundaberg is a demo project for the world. If I can do this in Bundaberg, and this can become the model for the rest of the world.